When comparing all the 4 modules of IELTS, listening is the most easiest module. Okay, when comparing all the 4, I mean, among the all 4, listening is thought to be or expected to be the most easiest one. But we cannot say that it is very easy, but it is not very tough also. Okay, so if we have some strategies, we can really acquire good score in listening. Okay, so today we will be discussing, I mean, we will be having a common class on listening. So I think at least I mean, all of you have have an introduction or have an idea what listening is in IELTS. Is there anyone who haven't heard a listening audio till this time? Is there anyone? I think almost everyone have got at least a small idea what listening is. Yes. So let's see what is listening. Listening is a, it is general for, it is common for both academic as well as general. It is having 4 sections: section 1, section 2, section 3, and section 4. And in total, it have about 40 questions in a listening audio. Okay, the section 1, in the section 1, in section 1 there will be certain social issues, or at certain social situations will be given, and there will be about 2 speakers. Okay, so it will be like, for example, a phone conversation about a course, an admission for a course, or a book, for booking an apartment, or taking a rental house of in order to book a restaurant. Such kind of conversations are usually given in section 1. Okay, in section 2, it is again under social circumstances. It will, certain conversations in certain social situations they will give, but there will be only one speaker in section 2, and most probably it will be like a tour guide explaining the resort settings, or explaining a building, the format, or a tour guide explaining a historical building, its historical relevance, the places where it is, maybe like such kind of things the speaker will be speaking about. Okay, so that is in the section 2. In third section, it is an academic section where you feel, it will be based on certain, there will be 3 to 4 speakers, and from in this section there will be an academic discussion. Okay, discussion will be between these speakers about certain project or a survey. It is very important that we need to identify who is speaking. They will be giving the name of the people, and maybe the question will be like, on various people, by naming the people they will ask certain questions, and we need to identify which the speaker is. Okay, if it is, they are giving 3 names like James, Edwin, and uh, Clara. From their voice you need to identify who is Edwin, who is Clara, and who is James. Okay, so it is really important that we need to identify the speakers and listen to the discussion. This is actually an academic discussion, so most probably it will be about project, surveys, research, or something like that, a paper presentation. Such kind of topics will be, there will be a discussion between a lecturer and students. Such kind of things will happen in section 3. And section 4 is again an academic discussion. It is not an academic discussion, but just an academic talk. Okay, it can be based on any topic. Okay, based on any topic, there will be an academic presentation, like a paper presentation or a research presentation, or certain historical presentation. Such kind of things comes under section 1, and there will be only one speaker. So there are 4 sections for listening. Section 1, which displays, or which gives audio on social situations. second section is also again on social situations, but there will be only one speaker. Third section is an academic discussion with 3 to 4 speakers. Fourth section is again an academic lecture, maybe an academic lecture which will be given by one speaker. So the length, okay, the length of an listening, academic listening, it will be 40 minutes plus 10 minutes. That there will be a 30 minutes audio. The total length is 40 minutes, and in that there will be 30 minutes audio. Then they will give you 10 minutes in order to transfer your answer to the answer sheet. Okay, there will be an additional sheet, like an answer sheet, which is which will be given, and n- during the time when the audio is played, you don't they won't insist you to write on the answer sheet. Rather than writing on the answer sheet, you will be asked to write on the question paper itself. During the time when the audio is played, you need to write down the answers. You just want to scribble down your answers in the question paper itself, and in towards the last they will give you an extra 10 minutes in order to transfer your answers into the answer sheets. Okay, so altogether the examination will be for about 40 minutes. There are different types of questions that can be asked in listening, and they are multiple choice question. You know what is multiple choice question? You can see, like, there will be some questions. Uh, for example, you can see type of insurance chosen, then the options are given like A, B, C, and from this you need to write down either A, either B, or either C. Okay, you just want to write down the letter A, B, or C, not just like economy, standard, premium. You don't want to completely write down, but just want to mention what? The letters. Okay, pick up the letters and choose the letters and write down. Okay, while you write in the question paper, you just want to circle it or tick near to it. Okay, and when you get the 10 minutes, you need to transfer it as letters. Okay, so this is multiple choice. Next type of task in listening is sentence completion. They will give you certain sentence, and it will be always the audio will be in an order. Okay, they will play the audio most probably in an order, rather than for matching sections. Except these matching sections, the audio will be in an order. So you have to try to listen and go through the questions. There will be some time will be provided to you in order to read the question in before you start writing. They will provide us some time to you in order to read the questions. That time you should utilize and go through the questions one by one. Okay, in sentence completion, you can see a sentence will be given with like a fill up. Okay, then you need to look for the instruction, that is the word limit. Here it is given, like you can see in bold letters, they have given like not more than 2 words. If you have written, if you write more than 2 words, that is about 3 words, then your answer is wrong. Whether you have the answer in these 3 words, they will not consider, because it is almost 3 words and they only ask for 2 words. So also give importance to the instructions as well. Okay, sentence completion, they will give a sentence and you need to fill up. Okay, then there is summary completion. Another task in listening is summary completion. They will be giving a some whole paragraph like this. Okay, this and they may give some options, or they may just you need to fill up. Okay, they may give some they may give some options to you, like multiple choice questions, like there will be a box and there will be certain options, and you just need to choose the letters and just write down there. But if at all this box is not given, if this box is not given, you just want to write down the words. Okay, if this box is not given. Okay, that is summary completion. Then there will be table completion. This is really common. Table completion, you can see this is a table, and they in the audio they may, it will be in a sequence. When the name of the event says, you can notice the world of ants. Then the next can be about the location. So you need to take down the keywords and listen to it. Okay, once it is played, you know that it is in an order. Find out 1 2 3 where the question lies. Okay, before, when the time you will get for reading the questions before starting the audio, that time you need to notice where the questions are in an order 1 2 3 4, and just note down the keywords. That is, for the first question, you can see the keyword is location of the world of ants. So you need to have a mind in mind, when the name of the event says, the next will be about the location. So try to hear more audios and try to locate such kind of things. Okay, so this is table completion. And there is map completion, a task like map completion. This is somewhat confusing for most of the people. Okay, for when map completion comes, okay, when map completion comes in listening, what you need to do first of all is that you need to draw like this in your question paper. You need to write down left and right. I know that you people know what is left and what is right, but I'm just mentioning it. If you, I mean, it is a useful idea where while you are in exam hall, you will get confused. Surely, even though you know that, you know where is left, where is right, and where is west, where is east. You may be knowing that, but you may get confused and you may get tensed. So, in order to avoid that, I insist you to draw this, that is left and right, north, south, west, and east in your question paper. Maybe they may give instruction like straight from the university road and take a left towards the southeast. You can see the park. Okay, they may not be precisely saying south. They may not precisely or particularly say east. They may give a position like southwest or southeast. Okay, in such conditions you may get confused, because the map itself may contain a lot of information and you may get confused. In order to avoid that, you just need to do what? You just need to draw left and right, north, south, east, and west in your question paper towards, in a place near to the map. Okay, it will help you and help you to have a direction. Okay, okay, some places they have labeled. Okay, you just need to follow what is the first name told, then you need to start from that place to the next place. Okay, so this is how you do map completion. Then diagram labeling. This is not that much very complicated. You know that as in an order, you just want to note down where the question is 1 2 3, where the position of the question is, and here according to, try to be aware about the positions of the questions, and here to the audio, be and concentrate on the audio. Okay, then form completion. This is really common. This is most probably expected to be in the first section where there are phone in conversation where you need to fill up certain forms. Okay, so this is a form completion, and this is one of the common tasks in listening. Okay, then there can be a flowchart completion. Most probably flowchart completion is expected to be in the fourth section. Okay, most probably in the fourth section. It contains almost 1 word or 2 word. You need to look on the instructions. Okay, flowchart completion is most probably, it is very common in the fourth section. Okay, so it is also a task in listening. So these are some of the tasks, different types of tasks that can be expected in listening. Okay, so let's see some tips in order to acquire a good score in IELTS. So let's see one by one. You will hear the recordings only once. Okay, you will hear your recordings only once, so try to concentrate on the recordings clearly. And once you get the headset, you need to adjust it adjust it and make sure that it is audible enough for your ear. It should not it should not be too loud, it should not be too low. Okay, so adjust the volume to a level which is audible to you. Okay, so you will hear your recordings only once, and you should be concentrating on your audio. Okay, then you need to use a soft pencil in order to write down your answers. If you use a pen, they don't recommend you to use a pen on the answer sheet. You will be getting an answer sheet, and in it will be like it is not a person who is correcting your answers. It is a software which corrects your answers. Okay, so it is called ESOL software. ESOL from Cambridge. It is correcting your papers. Okay, so it is an automatic system, and in order to avoid certain illegible writing, you will in order to avoid certain spelling errors, and you need, if you want to correct it, it is possible only if you use a soft pencil. So for that purpose you need to use a soft pencil, and you can write in capital letters or in lowercase. For example, like if you write flower, you can write in capital letters as well as in small letters. But when you write a name, like you can see in capitals, you can write Mrs. Ruby as MRS in capitals. But when it comes to lowercase, you can see what is the difference. The first letter will be capitals. Okay, so in order to avoid all the confusion, what you can do is that I always prefer and advise people to write only in capitals. Okay, it is the most safest method, rather than avoiding certain confusion. In order to avoid certain confusions, you can write, or if you write only in capitals, you can avoid unnecessary confusions. Okay, so whenever you write answers in listening, for listening, okay, write down in capitals. Okay, only in capitals, everything in capitals. Okay, so it will avoid all confusion. Most probably most of the people have illegible writing. Your writing is not clear. So that if you write in capitals, to an extent you can avoid these problems. Okay, capital letter writing is always, the when people write in capitals, it is somewhat legible. Moreover, this is not corrected by a person. Your answers are corrected by ESOL, a software. So it is, as it is not a person, it cannot understand. It is a problem in your it is due to your handwriting. It is a problem due to your handwriting. It cannot understand, and it put your answer as wrong answer. So in order to avoid such misunderstandings, you can write your answers in capitals so that your answer will be legible. Okay, so as there is no negative marks, you need to answer all the questions. Do not skip any questions, or do not skip any writing or answering any questions. Okay, so you need to answer all questions. There is no negative marks, so you need to answer all the questions. You need to be careful about the instruction for each questions. Each type of task may have different instructions. Okay, some will have some, in some cases they may ask you to match the headings. In some cases they will ask you to write down the word. In some cases they will ask you to write down the letters. Okay, they may ask you to write only one word. In other questions they may ask you to write two words. Okay, and a number, or a number, and a number. Okay, so you need to be careful. And among this or 30 minutes audio, they will provide certain pauses. Okay, certain pauses in between the audio. That time you need to utilize for what? You need to utilize that time in order to read the question beforehand. Okay, you need to utilize this time. There will be some seconds will be given for you. 30 seconds or 30 seconds will be given for you in order to go through the questions according to the questions, and the question numbering will be also set from 1 to 6. they will be giving an audio, and they will be saying like, if the you need to check the questions from 1 to 6, then you need to go through each questions within seconds. Okay, within seconds you need to have an or skimming. Okay, you just need to scan all the questions, just understand in a brief way. Okay, go through the questions, so that only then you can locate the questions. Okay, if you haven't done this, start doing it. Okay, be careful about all the instructions for each questions, and try to read every questions beforehand during the time given by, provided by in the audio. Okay, then check the number of words. This is really important. In the instructions they will give you the word limit, like 3 words, 2 words, like that way. So you need to check the number, check for the number of words. For example, you can see in this question, in this task, you can see the question, the instruction is complete the information below, write more than 2 words and or a number. You can write 2 words and a number, or just a number. Okay, it should not be more than 2 words, 2 words and a number. You can see it is okay. So 2 words, not more than that. Okay, then spelling is really important. Okay, for singular, if you write plural, it is wrong. Okay, you need to write down whatever you hear, not what you expect or what you predict. Okay, you need to write whatever you hear. If they are spelling, the, you need to add the. Okay, if you're spelling, it has plurals, in plurals you need to write in plurals rather than writing in singulars. Okay, so you need to avoid spelling errors, grammatical errors while you write. Okay, then don't try to understand everything, don't try to listen to everything, but when the time is provided beforehand, in order to go through for what, in order to go, you need some, they will give you some time, they will give you some time in order to check the questions beforehand. Okay, that time you need to utilize very much. During that time you need to take down the keywords from each question. Okay, if you hear a certain striking words, strike it down, because they may use certain synonyms of that words or that word itself, and when you hear that word you can realize that your answer is very near. Okay, so you can locate the answer like that way. Okay, so don't want to try to understand everything, but you need to locate the keywords is really important. Read and understand the questions during the preparation time given. This is really important. During this preparation time you need to go through each question and take down the keywords in order to locate your answers. Answers can come quickly. Okay, the speed may vary. The first passage will be more or less easier, it is expected to be easier, but it can be also too quick. Okay, we cannot predict it, right? So expect your audio to be quick. Okay, they may speak quickly. Okay, so answers can come quickly, so don't be panicked, but just concentrate on your audio. Keep an eye on the next question. This is really important. Once you go during the preparation time, you need to go through each questions, and once a question is over, you need to approach the next question at a faster pace. Okay, you need to have an idea what the next question will be, because once sometimes you will be unaware, and one question will be completed, or the answer will be they have you have passed the audio and you didn't realize that it is the answer. And if you know the next question, you can just what avoid skipping that question's answer. Okay, so ഒരു ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ കഴിഞ്ഞിട്ട് അടുത്ത ക്വസ്റ്റ്യനെ കുറിച്ചൊരു ബോധ്യം ഉണ്ടായിരിക്കണം, ബിക്കോസ് അതിന്റെ ഇടയ്ക്ക് എന്തെങ്കിലും മിസ്സായിട്ടുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ തന്നെ നെക്സ്റ്റ് ക്വസ്റ്റ്യനിലേക്ക് പോകാനായിട്ട് അധികം താമസിക്കില്ല. സോ ഒന്ന് പോയതോ പോയി, അടുത്തതെങ്കിലും നമുക്ക് എഴുതാൻ പറ്റും. ഓക്കെ, സോ കീപ് ആൻ ഐ ഓൺ ദ നെക്സ്റ്റ് ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ. Take keywords to find answers. That I have already said during the preparation time. You need to take down the keywords. ഓരോ ക്വസ്റ്റ്യനിലും ഓരോരോ സ്ട്രൈക്കിംഗ് ആയിട്ടുള്ള വേർഡ്സ് ആണ്, അതാണ് നമ്മുടെ കീവേഡ്സ്. ആ കീവേഡ്സ് എടുത്തു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ വേഗം നമ്മുടെ ആൻസേഴ്സ് നമുക്ക് ലൊക്കേറ്റ് ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റും. ആ ഒരു വേർഡ് അല്ലെങ്കിൽ അതിന്റെ സിനോണിം ആയിരിക്കും ഓഡിയോയിൽ പ്രൊനൗൺസ് ചെയ്യുന്നത്. സോ അത് കേട്ട് കഴിയുമ്പോൾ തന്നെ എൻ്റെ ഈ ഒരു പർട്ടിക്കുലർ ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ്റെ ആൻസർ ഇതിനോട് ചേർന്നായിരിക്കും വരുന്നതെന്ന് നമുക്ക് ഊഹിക്കാം അല്ലേ. സോ ഇഫ് ദ ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ ഡേറ്റ് എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞിട്ടാണ് ഇട്ടിരിക്കുന്നത്, ഒരു ഡേറ്റ് ആയിരിക്കും പറയുന്നത്. ഇത് ഏത് ഡേറ്റ് ആണെന്നുള്ളത് ക്ലിയർ ആയിട്ട് കേൾക്കാം. ഇപ്പോൾ ഒരു ഫോൺ നമ്പർ ആണ് പറയുന്നതെങ്കിൽ നമ്പേഴ്സ് ശ്രദ്ധിച്ചാൽ മതി എന്ന് നമുക്ക് മനസ്സിലാവുന്നത്. സോ നമ്പേഴ്സിലേക്ക് നമ്മുടെ ശ്രദ്ധ പോകുന്നു. ഓക്കെ, പിന്നെ ഒരു ലൊക്കേഷൻ ആണ് പറയുന്നതെങ്കിൽ സോ ലൊക്കേഷൻ ഇന്നതാണ്, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ഇതിന്റെ ഒരു സിനോണിമാണ് യൂസ് ചെയ്യുന്നതെങ്കിൽ ലൊക്കേഷൻ ഇന്നതാണെന്ന് പറയുമ്പോൾ അതിലേക്ക് നമ്മുടെ ശ്രദ്ധ പോകുന്നു. സോ ടേക്ക് കീവേഡ്സ് ഇൻ ഓർഡർ ടു find your answers or locate your answers. Listen for plurals. It is really important. Okay, don't get me confused between singulars as well as plurals. Listen to examples given. Sometimes they will give examples. Okay, ഇങ്ങനെയാണ് റെപ്രസെന്റ് ചെയ്യേണ്ടത്, ഇങ്ങനെയാണ് എഴുതേണ്ടതെന്ന് അവർ പറയും ചില സമയത്ത്. So you need to listen to the examples presented in the audio. If you miss an answer, move quickly to the next one. Don't be panic and stay on that same answer. Avoid doing that. Move quickly. You need to move on. Okay, you need to move on at a faster pace and move quickly to the next one, otherwise you will miss that too. Okay, in order to avoid that, you need to move quickly to the next question. There are some common traps in listening section. What are the common traps? Let's see one by one. Answer that are changed. Okay, sometimes in an audio they may say, for example, the location that is preferred by the, if the audio is about a person who want to rent a house. Okay, take a rental house and ചില ലൊക്കേഷൻസിന്റെ കാര്യം പറയുവാണ്, ലൈക്ക് UK, some places in UK. Okay, Hampstead, Northampton, certain places they are listing down. Okay, and they are keeping on changing the answers. Okay, ആദ്യം യു കെയിലെ ഒരു സ്ഥലം പറഞ്ഞു, if for example ഇപ്പോൾ എക്സ് എന്ന് പറയുന്ന ഒരു സ്ഥലം ആദ്യം പറഞ്ഞു, then y എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞു. Okay, then they saying that y have some problems and the person may change his or her location to a C. ഓ ഓക്കെ, എക്സ് എന്നും വൈ എന്ന് സി എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞു. അപ്പോൾ ഇതിൽ ഏതിലേക്കാ മാറിയെന്നാ പറഞ്ഞത്? സിയിലേക്ക് മാറിയെന്നാ പറഞ്ഞത്. ഓക്കെ, സോ ഏതാ ആക്ച്വൽ ലൊക്കേഷൻ? സി ആണ്. ഓക്കെ, അവരുടെ ആൻസേഴ്സ് എപ്പോഴും റിപ്പീറ്റഡ് ആയിട്ട് പറയും, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ചിലപ്പം റൊട്ടേറ്റഡ് ആയിട്ട് പറയും, ചിലപ്പോൾ മിക്സ് ചെയ്ത് പറയും. ഓക്കെ, ചില സമയത്ത് അവർ കൺഫ്യൂസ് ചെയ്യിക്കാൻ വേണ്ടിയിട്ട് always they keep on changing their answers. So try to listen to the audio as much as possible. Okay, when locations repeated ആയിട്ട് അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ആ ഒരു particular keyword repeated ആയിട്ട് വരുമ്പോൾ you will certainly become conscious and you will concentrate on your answer. Okay, so when this changes occurs, try to concentrate more. Okay, they are tricking you. This is a trap which is laid down for you in order to make you skip that answer. Okay, so try to avoid be aware about these traps. Okay, okay, using similar words rather than paraphrases. They may sometimes use synonyms. Sometimes it is rare that they use the similar words, but they may use similar words. Okay, they always use synonyms of the words. You need to expect to have what they spell the synonyms of the words that is given. Okay, so you need to be aware about the synonyms that can be used. Okay, you need to have more vocabulary. I think all of you are writing down the vocabularies that I send in the WhatsApp group. Try to write down as much as vocabularies you can and try to be familiar with the words as much as you can. Okay, so there is let's see now the scoring. For if your score is between 18 to 22, your score will be 5.5, and if your score is between 23 to 25 out of 40, your score will be 6. And if your score is between 26 to 29, your score will be 6.5. And if your score is between 30 to 31, your score will be 7. If your score is between 32 to 34 out of 40, your score will be 7.5. And if your score is between 35 to 36, your score will be 8. After 40, if your score is between 37 to 38, then it will be 8.5. And if your score is 40, okay, 39 to 40, then your score will be 9. Okay, all of you try to score more than what? More than 30. Okay, I just need all of you to score from today onwards more than 30, because that is our dream score, 7. Okay, try to score more than 30 always. If you score 40, I'm really happy. Okay, perfect. So try to score 30 always, more than 30. But this is not the, I mean, idoru എന്താ, this is not a permanent criteria. Okay, this is flexible according to the I mean toughness. ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ എന്തോരം ടഫ് ആവുന്നു അതിനനുസരിച്ച് സ്കോറിങ് ഇച്ചിരിയും കൂടെ താഴും എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ ഒത്തിരി മാറില്ല, ബട്ട് ഇറ്റ് ഈസ് ഫ്ലെക്സിബിൾ. ഓക്കെ, ഇറ്റ് ഈസ് ഓൾവേസ് ഐ മീൻ ദിസ് ഈസ് ഓൾവേസ് ഓൾട്ടേർഡ് ബൈ ദ കേംബ്രിഡ്ജ് who is setting the questions. Cambridge University is setting down the questions for listening as well as reading, all the questions, writing, everything is usually given by Cambridge, and they are setting the scoring criteria. Okay, it is flexible always according to the according to the toughness of the listening reading sections. Okay, so don't worry, but always try to be on a safer side, that is more than 30 to 31. Okay, more than 31. I just need all of you to score more than 31 always. Okay, so this is about scoring. If this is a question, okay, for example, if this is a question and an audio is played, you first of all, what you want to look, you need to go through each and question, locate where the questions are. One, it is under the location, and it is on the first line, and you can see the first question, and the second question is about the type of event in the world of ants. In the event, the world of ants, where the event, what type of event the second question is. Then the next question is the next name of the, I mean next event, what is its name. And fourth question is its location, and fifth question is again the name of the event, but a word is given, encouraging. And if you write again that word, encouraging dash, if you write again that word, it is a wrong answer. So write only the left out part. Okay, don't write again encouraging. Okay, so you have seen the name of the event, that is the fifth one. And the sixth one is under the in the last row, you can see birds of prey, that what type of event, that is the sixth question. And seventh is its timing. Okay, so you have located where the question is during the preparation time, and what you have to look for, the keywords. You need to look for the keywords, like for the first question there are two keywords, the world of an, that name, event's name, and location is a keyword. And if you combine these two, and when you hear the audio, you need to, when you hear the world of ants, that event name, then next will be the location. So when they say about the location is, so you need to write down the location. This is how you need to locate your answers. Okay, is it clear? Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so I think this is